What is going on, my destroyers? My name is Dolan, also known as Secret. Today, we got so much search and destroy. As we're back doing a second episode of Rush Routes on Call of Duty World War II. If you guys missed yesterday, we did Rush Routes on Ardennes Force. It'll be linked down below. Be sure to go check it out. Anyways, today we have Santa Marie du Mont, which is probably my favorite map for search and destroy in this game, which means I have a lot of fun rushes that I love running. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Alright guys, we're starting off on offense as usual, and on yesterday's episode, Ardennes Forest, I was using a stun on my class. On this map though, I use a nade with my SMG instead because there's a lot of good routes that involve nades. First one being the probably most common one used, which is right down the middle. Run straight through the middle, cut all the way through here, go back to the right of the truck, start cooking your nade right when you hit the truck, go in, throw the nade right there, and then peek it. I usually pre-fire at some because there's usually people right there. Nade usually gets them. If you hit marker the nade, as soon as you peek this corner, right there, and then right there. That is if you hit marker them. If not, then I would just whip around, go all the way back up here. Usually, sometimes what I do when I hit these stairs, I hard aim this because a lot of times people will jump through here. They'll rush up and then jump on top of this thing, and then wait for people like me to run up the stairs. So I usually peek that. That way I have this head glitch on the stairs to peek them off if they are sitting there. But if there's no one there, I run right through. And then I peek back at B and typically see one or two people here, shoot them out, and either depending on if I have the bomb, I'll jump down and plant it, or I'll run back and head glitch this and see if there's a sniper in that window, and if there is, I'll pick them off. Alright guys, next rush is another mid route, but it's just a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the right this time, I'm going to cook this nade, and I'm going to throw it right to the right of that truck right there. That way it blows up anybody rushing that. And then what I usually do is I'll come right here, I'll hard aim this, see if anybody's rushing right at A and peeking around through the middle. If they come and cut across, then I'll usually pick them off. If not, and my nade usually picks up a guy there. If I pick up a guy there, then I jump up here. And then I hop up through the stairs, and then I cut back through to B, just like we did in the first route. Alright guys, the next route is my B route. Now this route is a little sketchy. What you gotta do when you pull this one off is you cook your nade right here, you throw it. Now what you do is you hit the right side, and when you pump through here, because people like to do the spawn nade, the only way to really beat it is if you do this. Which I typically do, is I try to cut the corner, make it to the right really fast so I can peek this head glitch. Because most of the time people throw the nade, it'll land like right here. The whole point is to either wait and push till after the nade is thrown, but if you push after the nade is thrown, they'll already be on the bomb head glitching it. So what you gotta do is rush through, and immediately hug this corner, and hopefully make it to this head glitch. It's a bit of a risky route because it's a hit or miss depending on how far out they throw the nade, but most of the time you will be able to pull it off, make it to this head glitch, and pick them off. When that happens, I usually pick up people right here, then I'll run back and jump up here, and I'll wait for people to push in from bottom of this building. Because typically everybody runs up here, so I just wait for them. They won't expect you to be there, and you pick them off, and then push right through to their spawn. Alright guys, my final route for offense is my A route, and it's very similar to mid route, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. When I throw the nade, I'm going to throw the nade right there again, but this time I'm going to cut all the way to the right, and the point is to hopefully beat this sniper. If you know that there's a sniper that always runs here every round, if that's happening in your game, don't run this route. I usually run this route. I never run this route straight up in case there's a sniper. I always make sure that no one's really sniping there beforehand so that I know I'm safe to run through here, in which case then I cut back to A, and then I sit on this side glitch and wait for people to push through. Once people push through, pick them off, and then I run all the way back and cut all the way back through their spawn and hopefully flank them on B. Alright guys, starting it off with defense now. Gonna run the same route we did at the beginning, but the opposite. Right when I hit this corner, I start cooking my nade. When I hit this side, I throw it right there. Picks anybody off that's rushing right through. If there's nobody that pushes it, then I usually run straight through. And depending on where gunfire is going on, I either go back to A or I go back to B. If that nade does kill somebody though, or if that nade does hit marker somebody, then what I do is I run up to the side and then I cut all the way back to B. Or I jump down, and if I hit marker them, I jump down and usually shoot them. And then I'll push all the way back to B and pick off anybody that is going to B. Now, one thing that everybody does wrong, which I do wrong even sometimes, is they'll run right here and stop. Especially if you have an SMG, don't run and stop, because people expect you to be here, especially people with the rifles, they'll challenge you right there. What you gotta do is you gotta run through, you peek it, if usually no one's immediately there, in which case you jump down. Jump down and pick the head glitch, and then pick them off from here. It's a lot safer, and most of the time people peek this corner, they immediately hard aim here, and they don't hard aim right there. So it gives you enough time to get the drop on them. Even if they have a rifle, your SMG should be able to outgun them. Alright, my next route is my personal favorite on this map. This is my A route. And what I usually do is I run to the left here. I start cooking my nade right about when I hit this corner. I throw it over the top of the house. And that nade's going to land all the way. Let me see the smoke. Yeah, that nade lands right about here, which typically will hit marker or kill anybody that's trying to run right here. The people on the left side, though, that's what you got to deal with. So after I throw the nade, let's go back to where I was. I throw the nade, I push through, and I immediately just hard aim this corner, and I typically, depending on if I hear them or anything, I'll start pre-firing, and then I'll push all the way through to the back of the spawn and usually flank on B. Alright guys, another route that I use, similar to the first one and the second one, kind of a mix of the two. I start cooking my nade right when I hit this corner, and then I throw it right inside the wall there, right over the top, hit the corner of anybody pushing it, and then I usually cut back through here, and then I flank, and this is usually a B flank is what I usually typically do on this one, is if I know they've been pushing B, I throw that nade, then I cut right through in between the two walls, and flank on B. Alright, so my final route for this map is my B route. I'm going to run left side, and I push it all the way, and what I do is I cook my nade right about here, throw it over the top right there, and then what I'm going to do is I typically rush and hit this corner first off to see if their nade's going to go off, because I don't want to stop here for a second harding like the head glitch or anything. I just want to rush for this corner, so in case anybody's made it really fast at that head glitch, I have cover and the nade won't get me. Once I push there and I know their nade's gone off or isn't there, that's when I kind of jump around and go for the push on the head glitch and kind of push my way through. Typically I'll either run right through here or I'll go back around and do what we did earlier and sit right here and wait for people to push up through the house. Anyways guys, that is going to be it for rush routes on MONT. Drop a video if you guys did enjoy. Once again, if you guys missed yesterday's rush routes on Arden's Forest, it'll be linked down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And of course, seek and destroy. I will see you on the next one. It's been Sager.